And welcome to the Golden Boys After Dark.
The Golden Girls.
That's a joke, Sean.
That's a good one.
We got myself, Goldie. We got Shawnee V. We got Andy Mills, the asset. And we got Hungry When Wet, Brett Waters, and Bobby Buffet.
You, Bobby.
Ooh,
Oh.
all right, we're cursing already.
Oh, no.
Hopefully,
That's not very professional. I shouldn't be saying that.
Wow, Hungry and Wet is still on the writing out stage of the name, but
yeah, that's 100% it.
all right, that's it.
Wet food. Is that what you want?
Yeah, wet food's pretty good too. I like that one.
Hungry and Wet.
I like Hungry Wet a little more.
You're getting Bobby excited. Look at it. All right, so how's everyone doing on this after dark?
Quarantine.
Feeling pretty after dark. Feeling good.
That's what Andy.
Yes.
I think Andy's trying to censor himself now.
Why is Andy funny?
All right.
I can't really
That's
hear
fine.
you guys.
What do you mean?
Andy, start talking, man.
Just keep drinking, brother. Just keep drinking.
It's like trying to talk to like my grandma. Like she doesn't know what we're saying, so she's like, and then goes off.
He's not even making an effort to like try to hear
So
us.
you asked me how my day was?
Yes.
It was good. Yeah. I mean,
I'm glad
what
we
did you
wasted
expect?
a few minutes for that dumb answer.
I can't hear you.
That's fine.
Smile and wait, Grandma.
Sean, how was your day?
No, it's pretty
It was
fantastic. All right, Andy.
God, the brains is on fire.
Andy has no idea what's going on at all times. Right now.
A for asset.
Yeah. Or Andy.
No, actually, I bought this for myself to reward myself for being an asset. So, treat yourself, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Everyone deserves a wine night by themselves.
Brett, we're not by ourselves, Sean. You know, this is a tough time for
Technically,
everyone.
we're by ourselves.
This is a tough time for everyone. We're all quarantined. We're trying to make it feel like usual, you know?
No.
That describes Sean's very casual setup here.
Yeah, okay. I don't got no fancy laptops like you guys. I'm doing it on my
I
phone.
ain't got no fancy
Look at Bobby.
laptop.
Bobby looks good.
Straight off the. All right. Well, I don't have a damn desk. I guess you can
Well,
say.
why are you leaning over like
You
this? You
don't
don't have anything.
Because I'm laying down. I'm chilling, man. I'm enjoying my quarantine.
Who's my favorite wrestler?
he's just working us now.
There's no way.
Like he was just trying to time out when we would ask that question. It's like it looks like it's about that time.
Oh my god.
Bobby, how was your day?
It was pretty productive, bro. Got a lot of stuff done.
Cool.
Wow, really letting people into your world. Thanks.
When can we see the next episode of EEE with Bobby Buffet?
Andy, who's your favorite wrestler since
What?
Just the brains being the brains, middle of a book, no biggie.
Who's your favorite
Brett.
wrestler?
What did you say?
Since you brought it up, who's your favorite wrestler?
So, like, I'm assuming not myself.
Yeah.
Like, I can't answer that.
Well, obviously, it would be the Golden Era. What we're saying, besides the Golden Era.
Maybe more, not that we're not well known. Everyone knows who the Golden Era is, but, you know, maybe a more mainstream person.
Yeah, I say Brett knows us. The most.
Like somebody who's never wrestled with Waters.
Do they have to be active?
No.
You know, I like HBK. He's pretty solid. I also like
I've heard of it
I like
before.
Misawa.
Who?
Mitsuharu Misawa.
All right, whatever.
Did you say someone not from America? What's wrong with you?
All right, this is strictly MFPW and WWE.
Ooh.
All right, bleep
No
that
one
out
else
again.
has cursed yet.
Andy is.
Potty
It's a
mouth.
bad look. Cool. Sean, what about you?
I mean, you guys all know the answer to this question.
It's Edge.
Of course, the Rated R Superstar. Absolutely love that man. But if I had to choose someone else besides Edge, it would definitely be Eddie Guerrero. That's my boy. I cried a lot when he died. Buckets full of
Oh, when
tears.
you were 5.
5.
Yeah, that's why I was a fan. I remember the Rey Mysterio and him story, like the Sun storyline so well. That was like the first storyline I ever got into. R.I.P. my boy.
Brett, John Cena.
Absolutely. And John Cena and CM Punk.
Yeah, if you guys check out Brett's Instagram, he has
Yeah,
some
we can
great
just
pictures.
insert that picture right here.
Yeah,
It's a good one. It's a good
Brett
picture.
Brett
There's a whole video that you guys will never see. That is me doing his entire entrance.
So you're gonna send that to us for this?
No, I'm never gonna send that. It'll
I
die.
need that.
All right. Well, I'll also put my picture in here, but I was a lot younger, so it made more sense. But yeah, it's all right. Bobby Buffet.
All time, it got to be Triple H probably for me.
Word.
hmm
Is there a reason?
I mean, DX was like, that was like my favorite growing up. So, I mean, I like Triple H better than Shawn Michaels just because he was like powerful.
Damn. So you're saying Shawn Michaels wasn't powerful?
I mean, Triple H was stronger than him.
And that's where all
And I've
this
never
heat
seen-
comes from between Andy and Bobby.
Oh yeah.
This is the
It's,
striking.
He just don't like
Bobby doesn't
him.
know what he's talking about. That's where all the heat comes from.
Yeah, Triple H was the one winning all the WWE championships.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Because I never
Well, I
really
don't know what he
saw.
said.
He didn't. You never. I don't know. You're only a few years older, but did you ever see HBK win a championship
I never did.
during your lifetime?
Yeah,
What one?
world heavyweight
When?
in 2003.
All right, I was 3. I don't know, but
I'll
I
make it
agree with.
happen.
Yeah.
I agree with Bobby. I'm more of a
What?
Triple H guy because I didn't get all that Shawn Michaels when he was younger.
Me either.
Yeah,
I got him like when he came back for the like the 3rd time DX reunited.
Nah, dude, I loved him. He had the same name as me and a great theme song.
Well, it's spelled differently, and it's not that good. Definitely not in my top 10 theme songs.
what's your
I
number
didn't know
one?
you.
That video will be linked down below.
Number 1 theme song, obviously, John Cena Basic Thugonomics.
Nah, I like Christian's theme song. I think
Christian Edge,
Edge.
John Cena Thugonomics. I used to like
MVP.
Dead Man Walking.
Is Shinsuke's
Also, Shinsuke's good, yeah.
I don't like it now.
JBL super underrated.
Oh, I love JBLs.
I could listen to that on its own. As dumb as it is, it like just repeats the same like 30 seconds. It's great. And then with like the cow in the beginning.
Oh yes.
Exactly. Yeah, but you got it.
Good job. Who did that? That was like
Big
spot
Bobby.
on.
It was.
I used to do that in school.
Practice your conference.
Literally is the coolest kid.
Bobby, what's your favorite theme song?
um,
You're a big music guy. King Gotti Soul.
Finish line.
You can go check out King Gotti's. Hey, I'm giving you a shout out, so shut up. You can go check out King Gotti Soul on iTunes, Spotify.
Or wherever you can find music.
Yeah. Is it on YouTube?
If you're desperate.
Yeah, what did Andy say?
If you're
What he say?
desperate.
Andy said if you're desperate.
God, I can't wait for their candy corn rematch. It's gonna be awesome.
Right. I'm not
Yeah,
getting
well,
involved this time, Andy. I'm gonna leave it up to you two.
Brother. Oh, you brother, lady.
where
That ain't a problem.
All right,
my favorite
Bobby.
theme song
Yeah, go ahead.
is Booker T.
Oh yeah.
It like always gets me hyped. Can you dig it, sucker? Like I'll be like, ooh, 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 ooh.
Yo, can you do the spinner?
I can't dig it. I
I
can't.
can't. Word, I can't dig that.
I can do like a quarter of this spinner.
So now you can't.
That's the best part. Is that
I mean, the part
25%?
where you put down, I can't get back up.
That first quarter just where he turns a bit.
That's crazy.
Oh, another good theme song. CM Punk's either CM Punk theme song, but his original theme. Huh?
Yeah, they're both good. Really
The
good.
original one.
I was gonna say his.
Good. Great minds think alike. That's why we're assets here.
Yeah, for everyone who
Bobby.
doesn't, Andy took down a Brock Lesnar poster right behind him.
And Undertaker. And
Yeah,
now
for no reason at all.
all that's left up looks like Dolph Ziggler, honestly.
Famous Harry Callis.
That's Harry Callis.
All right, well, I don't.
Harry Styles, lead singer of One Direction.
That
Goldie
could
Hawn.
be Harry Styles. That seems like
Yeah.
something he'd
No.
wear.
If you guys say you don't know who Harry Callis is, you're gonna bury yourselves.
I don't watch dumb sports. Legit, I'll say it, and I don't care if I get heat. The worst sport you could watch, baseball. And the only reason I know it is baseball is because we talked about it before the show started.
Yeah.
It's so slow.
Well, yeah, but it takes smart people to play it.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it does. It takes baseball smarts.
Every sport's like that.
Oof, not like baseball though.
I thought you were making a joke. I thought it actually was Harry Styles, but you're saying that because you didn't want us to find out.
Yeah, because I would really have Harry Styles
I
hanging
don't
up on
know,
my
man.
wall.
You can like Harry.
Yeah, baseball, and I'm going to get heat for this overall, but baseball and basketball, both dumb sports.
No, basketball's pretty dope, dude. Speaking
No,
of basketball,
you can't.
Bobby knows what you bring to the table for basketball when you beat his ass.
Right, I wanted to talk about this, actually. I forgot about that.
1995.
Bobby, do you want to explain yourself? Tell your side of the story?
This is the only reason he brought you on today.
Wait. Let me clarify what happened first, in case people didn't watch the video. You can go watch a great game of basketball on my Facebook.
It was not great.
Me
at all.
versus Bobby, 1-on-1, and I took him to the house, beat him out, clean sweep, 5-0. So go ahead, Bobby. Explain yourself.
But I mean, I was blown up because we had just left training, and I think like a whole hour before we left, I was the only person in the ring. We were playing games before that too.
Yeah, we
Right.
played 2-on-2 games, where you won 0 games, by the way. Everyone else won at least 1 game. Jafar won both of his.
Really?
Dang, you
How long
need
both?
to get this cardio up before this candy corn match.
All right,
Right.
Crazy.
Bobby.
Hey, he's still
But we
talking.
were training for like 3 hours before this game. So yeah, I mean, I was blown up.
And I'll say right now, my worst sport is by far basketball. Like baseball, I'm not bad at. Basketball, I suck at.
I'm
No,
terrible. I batted like
terrible at
12.
football.
Batted 12th the entire time I played baseball.
I can't hit the ball, dude. I don't know what it is. I try and it doesn't work.
I think it's just that you suck or something like that.
Oh, that might be it,
baseball
actually.
sucks, so I don't care.
Yeah, too slow. All right, here's my problems. Baseball, way too slow. You don't need to be an athlete. You can debate that. I don't care. Basketball, you can't touch anyone, which is dumb. There's
You
penalties
can't-
every
You just gotta do it.
in a way.
No.
Yes.
I got to bleep that out.
Yeah, I will.
You're like, oh, he went and he scored. And then, like, he goes back and, like, then the guy doesn't score. And you're like, oh, no. But also they got to do this, like, 50 more times. So, like, you know?
Now, good sports, hockey's a great sport.
I kind of feel
I'm not into hockey, but I'll watch it. It's on.
Wow, dude, Goldie, you're about to win over every single person in Maple Shade.
All right, Bobby, I know you have some people who wanted some questions answered.
Oh
that was
yeah.
2 sentences, both you didn't finish.
So many people send questions actually.
And so many
Mm.
loving fans.
Yeah,
of,
Bobby's pretty popular.
yeah.
You know,
I
some
would
of
say-
them are my fans.
I would say Bobby's one of the most over people at the Monster Factory. Other than maybe like the Golden Era. I'll give him
You
that.
mean like overrated?
Well, I wouldn't call us overrated, so
Yeah.
Oh, I was like talking in regards to Bobby though.
I don't know, maybe. We did have a championship match. We've only had one, and we got buried or
Yeah,
squashed.
Goldie. Oh, yeah, and you actually did beat him, and after you beat him, Bobby got all these championship opportunities, and you didn't at all.
Same with Wet
Bro,
Brett Waters.
Yeah, same with Brett. Yeah, he got the middleweight medallion opportunity
Yeah, you
after
know how
I
many-
hit him in just under 5 minutes. And for
I
some
only got
reason,
one championship opportunity.
And it was booked badly, as I remember.
we don't need to talk.
That was before you guys had Sean.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was pre-Golden Era.
This
We weren't in full form.
Yeah, this is true. We weren't Golden Era. It was Goldie and Andy, because Andy didn't join the Golden Era until after Sean.
It was
Game.
classy.
That is one of the questions, Bobby. Am I right? Someone asked your record.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your record?
I have to go through it. Hold on.
Let's talk just 2020.
Just
Yeah.
oh, just 2020.
Oh no,
9
that's
and
not.
1.
Who's the one?
Go Getty is the only person who beat me.
All
this
right,
year.
let's not talk just 2020 because we gotta get Andy's match in there.
All right. Like just the main show, not the Factory Fridays.
Yeah, Factory Fridays don't matter.
It don't matter at all.
Brett.
They don't.
You guys always lose on Factory Fridays.
We've lost
Do
twice.
battle royals count or just actual matches?
Nah, Battle Royals, Rumbles.
Oh, sick. If they don't count, I'm killing it.
Same with Sean.
I'm 3.
You're undefeated.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Didn't you say you were 4 and 1?
Well, I won 2 battle royals in 2019, so they don't count. But
Yeah.
I feel like if you won the Battle Royal, though, that counts as a win. It just won't count as a loss.
Yeah, I'm with you
oh,
there.
okay. The only losses I only lost to Andy, Oracle.
Raise your hand if you've lost to Oracle. Raise your hand if you've beaten Oracle.
I don't know if I'm frozen with my hands raised.
You are frozen, but yeah, Brett has beaten him. Have you?
You have?
versed him, Andy?
Huh?
Great. You haven't
We all
versed
did. We
Oracle,
faced
have
him
you?
in 3-on-3 tag.
That don't count.
I have my very, very first match ever, and he absolutely destroyed me.
Yeah, you had 2 matches that night.
Yes, sir. It's when the
That was our debut night.
skinny twigs made their debut. I'm not the people we are right now. So I don't
Not
know.
It was
the
a good
manly
match, though.
hands that you guys are right now.
You can go check
What is
out.
that, Brett? What was that?
Cut
What are
that.
you talking, Brett? We would like
You
to. we
can't
would
tell
like
me what to
see you
cut.
your-
What-
every time we face you.
Brett, have you ever beaten us? Have you won in 2020?
No.
Look at the teams I have. How am I supposed to win?
Man,
Your team's up with some of the best tag
Dog
teams.
Nation,
Dog
you had
Nation,
Job Security,
Job Security.
Jester, and Oracle. Jester.
You guys attacked me behind my back when I was with Dog Nation. Job security. Jobs in the name.
Bam.
I mean, I've never lost with Jester.
What about Jester and Oracle?
You were tagged with Sean Venor, maybe one of the best wrestlers in the world,
Oh, I was tagged.
and
You
you
were
still
tagged with
lost
me.
that.
Wait. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sorry,
I was against LSG. You know,
LSG and who?
God, I forget. He was like, he
And
looked
also
like a guy who
great
really
wrestler.
wanted to be LSG, like a guy who like wished he was LSG.
That's fine.
It was
Yeah,
you.
this guy got jokes.
It was a wannabe LSG. And then
Oh, no.
I was attacked by my partner in the middle of a match.
You just weren't pulling your weight, bro. I'm sorry.
And
I
I
can't be a teammate with somebody who doesn't pull their weight. So I made the right decision. And I figured Goldie and LSG definitely could win it all. They got robbed in the second round.
Nah,
So I had
for
to
sure.
make the executive decision to super
You
kick.
didn't even get your spot in the second round.
Andy,
Ooh.
let me look at you real quick.
Oh shit!
You literally look like my thumb with glasses, sir.
Ah.
You saying his thumb?
What a reference!
You look like who?
He said
My
his thumb
cousin
was
was
racist.
glasses. See that? Boom. Andy Mills.
Hey, Goldie, can you do an edit where it has glasses?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Can you do that? I got you.
I don't really think that makes much sense.
We'll see. We'll see after that it takes place how close it is. Oh, wait. Let's discuss our record. Golden Era as a trio, 100% undefeated all time. This man still got his thumbs up. Sean Venor, since its return, undefeated, correct?
This is 100% correct. Yeah, not lost.
Andy Mills, 2020. Have you had single matches?
I don't think so.
Bro.
I've lost one match. 2 matches, actually. Sean, you did lose a match.
That
'Cause,
is-
yeah, don't count.
Yeah, I chose to portray Brett.
So
I've
I'm the
lost
only
2
one undefeated.
matches. I've lost 2 matches, both against Ricky Reyes, and he cheated both times.
I feel like that's not true.
What?
That
Did
he,
you not watch the match? Did you not watch it?
That he cheated, or that those are my only 2 losses?
no, that he cheated. I just don't believe it.
Listen, bro, I posted the highlights. You can go look at it for yourself.
Very true.
And I stay clearly in the comment that he did cheat, so
Oh, okay.
you can check it out for yourself. Andy, tell us about that wine.
I don't. A Merlot.
Is it dry?
Creek.
Is it a dry wine?
I think it's pretty wet.
Is that what you're?
Lake Brett.
Did someone say wet?
Did someone say wet? Wet?
Tell us about that water in that cup, Goldie.
It's literally just water. I don't know what to tell you. We're big promo guys. We're big skit guys, right, Golden Air?
Oh yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah.
We're big character storytelling people.
Yeah.
Huge, I'd say.
Well, Brett, that's what I want to talk about. You have the inside scoop.
I'm glad to say I do have the inside scoop.
90% of the time, Brett Waters is our videographer, no matter
I
how
would say
bad he
I would
is.
say 95.
No matter how bad I am.
Yeah.
How many mistakes have I made during your guys' promos, would you say?
Ask Jafar.
Jafar doesn't appreciate.
All right, so here I'm going to ask you a few questions
Just me?
about the Golden Era. Because
Okay.
you have the inside scoop. We're all biased.
I've been with the Golden Era through thick and thin. A lot of thin. Not too much thin.
All right. Well, we're all biased towards ourselves, obviously. So I'm going to ask you these questions that I'm making up on the spot.
Okay. Good.
When filming promos, I already know the answer. But when filming promos, who is the most annoying?
Oh man. God. I don't know how you know the answer because I don't know the answer.
God.
I could tell you, but go ahead.
I would say Andy.
All right.
It could be any one of you. You all of your reasons.
No, own up to it, man. If you think it's me, own up to it.
I don't know because it's like Sean every
Do
time.
you or do you not know? Who is it?
I don't know.
You can't
Alright,
say
get-
it's me. No, you can't say it's me.
Who do you think it is? All right, so we'll agree it's close, but who's? Give us the explanations.
All right, so Sean every time is given this job to do, but every time his job is made smaller and smaller and smaller. And then he can get it perfect every time. So Sean never really gets it wrong, but his part is so small that like he nails it every time. Goldie is also the director, producer, and editor of all the promos, which
Producer,
make
what's producer?
I think Andy's
Yeah.
part director, producer. He
Okay.
comes up with some of the ideas, but go ahead.
Okay.
I
so-
know. I would say I'm the director. Andy's like 50% or more producer. But go on.
Okay, so during the middle of every single one, Goldie will just say stupid.
That's
Eddie-
why I
Yeah,
thought
I
I should
I
have
know
won
on.
this.
And then I freak out. Like,
and sometimes he's right that it is stupid, but other times we'll have the best one going yet, and someone will make a split-second mistake, and he'll cut the entire promo instead of just going through with it.
I'll post
And then
some
also,
videos. I'll post some videos right here of me doing that because I've been looking through this shit, and there's just me like, no, stop.
he does it
like-
all
or
the
like
you're
time.
gonna hear me afterwards, like,
A
dude,
lot of them are kind of right.
I was editing one, and I'm like, Sean, like angle more, and he's like, what? And you're like, I thought his angle was all right.
And he'll be his back to the
I
camera.
was,
Yeah,
I
you
was like,
just had
angle
to
more.
turn
What are
a
you
little
talking
more.
about?
Yeah, so with this action plan, hopefully things go over a little better at the shakeup.
Lenore. And that's it.
This Saturday, we have a new assignment. Officially decided to sign Golden Era.
No.
And tune in.
No. To get your very own.
And we.
Who's new that? I didn't like this. What do you mean? I don't like that you get started off so. I mean, me and Andy are advertised for the show. I don't know what your deal
I
is.
just came back, so it's gonna take some time.
I'm dumb. Yeah, what more?
I think his angle.
But go on, Brett.
And then Andy, he has such a tendency to ramble, so he doesn't think of what he's gonna say before he says it, and then just talks and talks and talks until after like the fifth time through, he knows what he's gonna say, and then as soon as he's got what he's gonna say,
I
he
know
makes
it's going.
so many mistakes. He goes,
And then he goes,
I mean,
Like-
it's
and I'll
kinda
post
like,
those videos.
he'll be like, I'm an asset.
Well, there's
but
one.
I normally have about 80% of the dialogue.
That is very true. But it's you rambling is why you have so much dialogue. Sean gets in and out.
Andy
Rambling.
usually has the most clear idea of what we're doing. Sean is just around for the ride. He's usually the
That's
funny
what I'm
part.
saying. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm
like
saying.
my character,
I'm like
wants to-
creative.
In my head, I know I'm going to be editing it. I'm really good at, not to toot my own horn, but I'm good at editing. I know like the camera angles I want and stuff. And I wish I could film it myself. No offense to you, Brett. Like, I wish, because I know in my head like exactly what I want. But you do good enough. But like in that sense, I get annoyed. And then when there's a little mistake, I'm like, all right, why are we going to keep going when I know I'm not going to like this in the end? We're just going to waste everyone's time by finishing this promo.
There's another thing that Goldie does where he will just do something outrageous one take. Like you'll be like really confident about the take, and you'll be like, this is gonna be it. And then he'll just walk into the frame and go, yo. And guess what? It doesn't go well.
All right, well that
Yo.
So this is how I see it. Okay.
Bob,
So-
by the way, Bobby left. He realized he wasn't needed for this.
So this is how I see it. Okay. Now for creative, I would say I'm about 80%.
Most of the time, yeah.
Sean plays his role and he plays it well, even though he doesn't realize that he's playing his role. So yeah, that's Sean.
For
Now-
those who think that these are characters, they're mostly not.
Really not at all.
Like, I'm not a huge in real life. I'm definitely partially a douchebag. All right, but Andy, I don't know. Like, partially, I think he's his character.
I think all three are pretty accurate.
And then Sean is Sean.
I agree with that statement.
I also want to point something out. Normally, when we film promos, I have work the next morning, so I'm normally all over the place. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, God, I got to film this promo, and I'm on like, I've been up since like 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's about 4 a.m. right now, and I have work, and then I have show day, so I'm not going to be like, I'm going to be up till like 2 a.m. on like 3 hours of sleep after working all day. But hey, man.
Can we hold on a second? What is
I'm an
Bobby
asset.
doing?
Actually,
What is Bobby doing right now? He's just taking us for a tour. Show us the house tour.
Oh, word. This is
Where are
my
you
living
going?
room.
Where are you going? Why are you taking us with you?
I had to go outside. I heard a noise.
Oh, word. This can be interesting content.
this
I
field
hope there
trip
is
that we're
something
taking
out
in
there.
Italy.
Yeah.
This is grounds for mystery. All right, Brett.
Yes.
Here's another question about our promos.
Yes.
Who do you think is the funniest? Not necessarily just in the actual promo, like the final draft, but overall in the whole experience.
Because Sean is probably the funniest while recording, trying to get his lines and stuff. Like his lines, when he says his lines right, it is a struggle not to laugh.
Like when he said, "I don't read," that was
when he
completely
said,
on the
"I don't
fly.
read," I almost dropped my knee.
Like you can hear you in the background, like.
I was literally biting my lips. It was terrible.
All that ish was on the fly in that promo towards the end.
It was entirely we'll fill it out, and then it was because we never made it that far. We made it like 30 seconds.
We messed up into like 1/4 of it, and then after we got past that hump, we just took it and ran with it until the very end. So we got lucky there, I guess.
It was like 3 hours. It was 3 hours of this first part. Bobby's back. It was 3 hours of this first part that meant nothing. It was a sexual assault joke. We came up with on the way. They wanted to make it some kind of joke about me getting sexually assaulted at a party, and it ended up being 4 hours, 3 hours of that, which was the dumbest part. It had nothing to do with the promo.
Oh my god.
But then eventually we got through that part, and then the rest we just went through in one take. And I'm like, all right, we've been here long enough. That was good. We did try doing it again, but it didn't.
We were never gonna get that I don't read line.
With Sean's line, yeah, I don't read. It was so genuine, and that was legit the people's favorite part. Like there was like multiple different people who like commented like, I don't read, or this dude said he don't read.
I did not know it was gonna be a hit at the time. But
that's an ongoing joke now.
Then the
funniest part of every promo. Anytime you say you don't read, or
my god, it's a classic.
I don't know what this says. While we're shouting people out, we have to shout out some of our favorite Golden Era followers. Andy, I know you might want to do the honors.
Yeah, I'll do the honors. We shout out the OG, the original #1 fan, Joe Hale.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott. These guys have supported us for since day one, probably. So
that's right.
Truly our assets, I think.
Along with Hunter Dillon.
Oh, Hunter, yeah.
Man, do I have a bone to pick with Hunter Dillon?
So what was his name?
What did he do to you, Brett?
What was his ring name?
Anthony Oklahoma.
Ari Pearson.
Anthony Oklahoma. Why do you have a bone?
Dude, that's a great kid.
Did you have a match with Anthony Oklahoma?
I did have a match with Anthony Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
I had really 2 matches with Anthony Oklahoma.
Honestly, maybe one of your best matches.
Yeah.
Was that triple threat? Really?
Yeah. Very entertaining.
Yeah, because the one I had against you,
wild. Because you know why it was so good? Because it ended up going 4 minutes.
Was it really?
It was 4 minutes, and that's why we had to do it over again.
You ended up having 2 matches that night.
I ended up having 2 matches and a battle royal that I won.
How much experience did you have at the time?
At the time, that was my 3rd match on a show. 3rd and 4th and 5th match on a show, and I'd had matches for 3 months.
You
and I did a Tower of
Brett,
Doom
how long were you training? Like a year?
training. About 9 months, 10 months.
Like that's before I started having matches on shows. Sean started at 6 months because of me, obviously.
I think it was like 5 months.
All right, whatever. Don't put yourself over too much.
Okay.
Andy Mills is the same. He started at 6 months.
Nah,
No, it was sooner than that.
mine was like 3 months.
What?
3 or
All
4.
right.
Yeah, he had,
On
he
like
had
an MFPW show?
Yeah, it was a pre-show with
Yeah.
Jafar. I remember.
All right,
Yeah.
well, go f yourself, I guess.
And I wrestled Getty too. That was
That
my
was
first.
on that was
That was
that
Tuesday
on
Night All Stars.
Tuesday
Yeah, but
night
there's-
live stream.
There was a group
was-
of people there.
It was a really good match because I remember like I didn't really know you that well at the time. Like I knew you worked concessions and whatnot, but I
Yeah.
remember watching that match and like, damn, like I've never actually seen him wrestle. Why is he so good? Like it was a really good match.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm an asset. So
All right, cool. That's fine. That's fine. Bobby,
Actually,
how long was? Go ahead.
like you said, Brett does 95% of our videos. I think the other 5% goes to the man who took the greatest picture of all time that we did, Bobby Buffet.
That was a big effort. I can post like a screenshot of how many pictures we have. 3 different locations. Well, no, 2 different, but 3 different like sets of like 50 pictures. Trying to replicate the real life heels picture, which got us a little bit of heat. Went absolutely nowhere, which I don't care. Even though QT was there.
Well, it's not like you
Yeah,
can summon Matt Riddle and Damien
because
You want
Hey,
you guys
I'm-
never did the pose in the ring.
We
All right,
always talk about it.
we still,
Next show. Next
we
show is
still,
coming.
we still haven't
And-
even gotten our normal entrance down.
Yeah,
We legit
because
say shit every time.
What
I
happens
say
every time?
every
30
single
seconds before-
show, I say we have to do something different than just walk around. And you go, all right, what are we gonna do? And then I say, why don't we do the real life heels pose? You know, the thing that we just took a picture of and got some heat for. And we're like, oh yeah, good idea. And then every single time I get in the ring, you guys are like, we'll do it next time. Goldie, you said that to me like 2 or 3 times in the ring.
No,
Like,
I want to do it. I wanted to do it.
I always jump up before you guys. You guys are still talking to the crowd. I don't do that much of talking to the crowd, but I jump up before you. I'm just waiting for you guys to get up there.
Oh
And
yeah,
I just feel
always come up
weird.
there and we do our little thing real quick.
Say, come on, everyone.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
Andy, there you go. That's fine.
Yeah, next show we can do it, dude.
Right,
I'll
I
love
think
to do it.
it's about time for a little game, Brett.
Game.
What do you think?
Hey, Bobby Hype.
I think it's time.
Go ahead, do the little intro for us.
It's the game time.
Perfect.
Friday, not so shitty this time.
Yeah, do it again. Not so shitty.
How do I do it then?
I don't know. Just try it different.
feel it out.
We'll feel it out. How annoying
Guess
is that?
what it is? What is it? It's game time.
Before we even get to that, I just said something. I said we'll feel it out. Brett, how annoying is that to you?
The most annoying.
I'll explain.
Get a
I'll
word.
explain. Every promo, literally every promo we've ever done, I end up, or Sean ends up, or Andy ends up saying, it's usually me, because I'm that who says, they're like, what are we doing? I'm like, I don't know. We'll feel it out.
Which is impossible to work. It's impossible to work with because they want you to follow along with what they're doing, but they give you nothing of what they're doing. And Goldie gives them nothing. We get to one line in the promo at about the 30-second mark, and then Goldie goes, "Oh no, why didn't we keep going?" Because he didn't say what was next. I've once gotten in the ring with Goldie, and he said, "I don't know. We'll feel it out." It didn't go well.
We'll feel it out.
We felt it out.
honestly, to be honest though, that's a testament to how comfortable you are now. You know, doing promo.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
the
simple.
thing is, you can take 100 takes.
You take 100. You can take 100. You can take 61-second takes and then finally figure out what the right ending is.
Yeah, but a lot of what we do isn't like pre-scripted. We feel it out as we go on.
There is a very loose basis on every promo that's done. It is very, very loose.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're one take guys.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, so it's game time, as Brett said. Let's play a little Who's Most Likely To. Who's most likely to cry on national television?
All right.
Andy,
David Goldsmith.
or Brett. Who? I'm not Brett. Shut up. Don't talk. Bobby, who do you think?
I think you.
Me?
Mhm.
Brett, who do you think?
I think Goldie.
Sean?
I think Bobby Buffet. He's a very sensitive man. I think he would not be afraid to cry on TV.
You're right, actually.
My
Andy, what do you
argument.
think?
What do I think?
Yeah, I'll get back to you, Brett. Go ahead. What do you think?
Ooh, it depends. You know, I think
No.
it depends what the if Goldie's coming out and having a little retirement speech. I think Goldie would definitely bawl his eyes out. But I think like just out of like pure emotion, I think it's kind of clear who would cry, and that's gotta be the wet one, like Brett Waters.
I agree. Here's my take. Like I 100% think I would cry on national television.
All right, so Goldie.
I don't think I would cry over excitement.
No, me neither.
Good question. Let's go on to the next one.
Let's quickly go to the next one.
Who's most likely to offend millions of people all over Facebook?
I have an easy answer.
I would say Andy.
Really?
I'm a
Yeah,
professional.
but you're super into your character. Like you stay in it. So
That is very true, but I feel like his character's also very. I don't know.
I don't think his character would say anything super offensive, but I don't know. He might say things that would piss people off.
Let's just say I wouldn't say anything that would get me viewed as a bigot in any sense.
I'm with you.
But
We've been pitched as people who would be seen as like real life bad people.
Yeah, which is weird because like I'm dead fucking. I'm dead quiet at training. I don't really talk to many people other than the people in this group.
I think it's because your association with us.
Oh yeah,
But I feel like I'm not even like mean or anything. I feel
No,
I'm
no, like I'm an asshole to people if I'm friends with them, and I hope they realize that. But like, I'll never be mean to someone I'm not friends with.
I just figured it would be me. Genuinely, just because I'm a very, I guess, private person, I don't talk to many other people, so I don't understand many other people and how their emotions work and stuff like that. So, me being honest and me saying how I feel, which is never anything bad, it just gets misconstrued as me not liking people.
Who's most likely to date another friend's mom? Does anyone have an answer? I have an answer.
I have an
I
answer
think I
too.
got one too.
All right, Bobby, go
Everyone
ahead.
say on the count of three.
All right,
One,
I have no idea.
Andy.
John.
I was gonna say Andy.
I was thinking Andy too.
You just look like you would date somebody's mom.
Yeah, it's like
Now-
Andy's like the most mature one, or not like I don't know. You definitely.
Now
would
that
date
you both
mom.
said it, I can see it. But my first reaction was Sean.
Oh,
Brett, what do you say?
I don't know with you guys. Like when I was in high school, everyone would always make that joke that I would date somebody's mom. So I just thought that was me.
So you're voting yourself.
I'm not now because you guys are way worse than I am. Probably Sean.
Who is most likely to become a really dumb but popular YouTube star?
Sean.
Goldie.
Brett?
I'm not dumb. So, like, that's one thing I know is that I'm not dumb.
Brett's gimmick pretty much is the YouTube gimmick.
I can see Sean going viral.
Dude, are you kidding me? It's a classic gimmick.
Right.
As some guy on Facebook told me.
Who is most likely to be a secret stripper?
Andy Mills.
Andy. Andy, for sure. I don't know why.
It's Andy Mills.
I don't know why, but I feel Andy. So we have a final question. Who is your mentor? Other than Danny Cage. Danny Cage is obviously all of our mentors as our coach. Honestly, I would consider him as one of my best friends. I would say he's definitely your friends too.
Yeah, great guy. Great dude.
He's pushed me when I needed pushing. He legit is the reason why I didn't quit a few months in. I wanted to quit and he didn't let me. So, Brett, if you want to go ahead, you can tell us your mentor.
Danny Cage, obviously a stallion, as we all know.
Stallion, indeed, yes.
And he will tell us every time he gets a chance. I would have to say Eric Martin. For the first,
100%.
he was at the Monster Factory for the first 5 months of my training, and he was very much the guy I looked up to and I could relate to the most. He taught me how to bump, lock up, chain, do everything. Any questions I'd have, I'd ask him. I would have no problem in doing so. So I would definitely have to say the classic, Eric Martin.
Bobby?
Yeah, like y'all said, Dan, just giving them a quick shout out real quick. If it wasn't for Dan, there would definitely be no me. That's a big fact. But as far as other mentors, I would have to say it's a 3-way tie between Royal, TJ, and Hex. They all were they all help in different ways. Royal psychology wise, TJ is he's one of the only other heavyweights there, really big people that can work with me. So whenever I need help trying to practice a move or something like that, it's easy to go to him. And then Hex, in terms of just the game itself, studying the game, he's really smart.
Now I got a question for you, Bobby. How long have you been training?
2 years. 2 years.
So a little less than me. In my beginning days, Jackson Stone. Shout out. Not that he's watching this. But Jackson Stone was legit the first person to talk to me. I wanted to quit every single day for my first 4 or 5 months because I didn't feel like I fit in because I was only 17 years old and everyone else was so much older. But Jackson would talk to me every day, asking me dumb questions who's your favorite wrestler? And because of that, I stuck around because I felt like I kind of fit in. And then after Jackson left, he went off to Germany. He went off doing better stuff. Eric took over and taught me a lot of stuff. And even to this day, he messages me, and he still is a big brother, I guess, to me. I saw him at Burger's show, and he was still teaching me then, motivating me.
Right.
Andy, Sean.
Go ahead, Sean.
All right. Well, obviously, Danny Cage, he's our head coach, and he didn't have to accept me coming back after I took 2 times on him. But I really appreciate that he did take me back, and now I can't imagine what I would be doing if I wasn't here wrestling with you guys, according to going there. But I would say 2 people that helped me a lot in the very beginning and definitely advanced my training at a faster pace was the classic Eric Martin and Royal. because they would always come in on Sundays and help the newer beginning guys get ahead of speed of things. And I guess working your craft, working your moves, get with the psychology on things. And without them, I don't think I'll be where I'm at right now today.
And me, of course.
And David George,
Putting himself over.
Andy.
Wolski.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with. I think a lot of us could say that Royal, TJ, Hex definitely helped all of us a lot. But for me, I didn't train with Eric as long as you guys did. Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks he was there, but the 2 weeks he was there, he definitely helped me a lot. Helped me, in a sense, gain confidence in the ring within that month I was there. But then the first guy that really focused on me and helped me a lot, and helped me get comfortable doing like bumping and doing drills and all that stuff was definitely Tiger. I think in my opinion, Tiger is one of the most overlooked guys there. And other than Tiger, a great guy to talk to, that guy that I've never actually trained with, but I talk to him a lot. Well, not a lot, but he definitely makes me feel comfortable when I see him. LSG. LSG is definitely like just a solid dude who wants to help, and that's my opinion.
I think it wouldn't be fair to not mention Primal Fear.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah, Gabe Soriano and Matt Oman, they all did a lot to help me every single day, especially the whole lockups and chain wrestling things and the critiquing of matches. They definitely did a lot. So I feel like I have to give them a shout out.
They're guys I also didn't train with a lot.
Same.
But when I did, they were never shy to get in the ring with me and show me things like on a physical basis, which I really appreciated.
Danny, the same day that I was crying to him saying I wanted to quit, he took me to the locker room and he took me to Manny. He brought Manny in too, and he said, "This is your boy." He's like, "Take him under your wing." And from that day on, whether he did good or not, Manny took me under his wing, and he taught me chaining. He taught me everything, and he tried to keep me comfortable. Same with Gabe. Gabe is honestly, I consider him a friend.
Yeah.
Gabe is one of the boys, but he would always fuck with me. He kept me around, kept me sane, kept me feeling like I was one of the boys when I really wasn't.
I thought that's a good last impression for us. You should probably hit it.
That's a good send off.
That's Golden Boys After Hours.
That is the Golden Boys After Hours. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I enjoy editing this. The golden era, baby.